Yo, what's up guys? So big announcement, as you can see from the title of this video, is that we are going to boost my S15 here. So as many of you know, what the engine that's in the car right now is just the NA SR20 engine. And I know I originally said I wasn't going to do anything to this engine, wasn't going to spend any money or do anything really, because I just wanted to huck it out and swap the SR20 DET into there. But I got a good amount of the parts that I need to turbo this thing for, you know, next to nothing really. I haven't spent any real money, and I gathered a good chunk of parts that I need to boost this thing, which is pretty exciting. So I was like, you know, I made the decision after thinking for a while, like, you know, let's boost this thing, right? Here, so right now I'll show you guys all the parts that I currently have for this turbo build. Alright, so here I have the stock exhaust manifold and stock turbo off an SR20 DET engine. Nice and small turbo, you know, small turbo, smaller problems. So I'm just going to be running stock boost of the turbo. I'm not going to turn it up or anything like that, just to try to keep things as safe as possible kind of thing. So yeah, there's a manifold, there's a turbo, few oil feed and water feed and drain lines. I also have a side mount intercooler here, also pretty small, so I can fit it easier. That's off of Brad's R33 Skyline GTST, and he also included some of the piping and a couple couplers here, so that's good. And I also have stock SR20 DET injectors here, which are injectors, and the fuel rail here, which are 370cc. Compared to the stock ones on this engine right now, the stock ones are 269, so quite a bit bigger. Hopefully that prevents any leaning out issues, but you know, we'll see. There's only one way to find out, is by doing it, right? Another thing I for sure want to get is an air fuel wideband gauge, just so I can you know of the air fuel levels that are going on in the engine, make sure everything's like running decently. Yeah, I'm not really going to consider that part of the build fund, because I actually want one for the future as well when I have the real engine in here. Just so I can monitor the air fuel levels, make sure everything's running decently, you know, not too lean, not too rich, but you know, we'll see what happens, what it reads once everything's on. So basically I still don't really care about this engine here. I want to have the full running turbo kit on here, spending less than like $450, which I find is definitely doable. All I really need to buy is the oil feed, drain, and then water feed and drain lines, and then like any other adapters, like T adapters or anything else we need, that we'll find out as we're doing the build. And yes, I know if I were to do this build legit, I would be getting a tune and go to the extent of getting like a thicker head gasket, just to lower the compression a bit and make it a bit more like boost friendly and other like little supporting mods. But like I said, I didn't want to ball out on things like that. I don't really care about this engine. I just want to boost it, have a little bit of fun with it, be a bit quicker, and then you know, try something new, because I've always wanted a turbo and NA engine, so it's going to be a good learning experience, not just for me but for the guys as well. Yeah, and once again, this engine isn't really in demand. Not a lot of people want it, so I might as well have fun with it, learn from it, and then you know, probably blow it up, and then just move on to the next engine, the DET SR20. So yeah, that's where I'm at with this car. Now I guess I'll just go over how I want to set everything up, how I'm planning to mount the turbo kit, and yeah, show you guys what I'm thinking for it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the heat shield off there and the air box here, just so I can show you better what I'm talking about. First off, look at all the room that's here. Like literally so much room. Alright, so here it is with the air box taken off here and the heat shield off. Look at that those crusty ass headers there. Alright, so I'll bring the parts over here and kind of mock up how I want everything to sit. Alright, so first off, since it's kind of like a budget build, I'm planning to keep as many original things that I can, just to save on money, but we'll see where the build goes and see if I need to get any piping made or anything. But I'm planning on keeping this crossover pipe that comes from the intake manifold here, and then get like a 45 or 90 degree coupler that'll bend down and go into this like pre-existing hole in the frame that goes to an air box here. I don't know if you guys can see, but Yeah, right there, that air box. That's all that this goes to. So take this air box out, obviously. Have the coupler going down one end of the intercooler. See, which is what I have here. This side mount right here. So I'll fit it up right into this hole here. Probably take the fog lights out. And then, or maybe I can make it fit. I don't know, we'll see. So have both ends from the intercooler coming up through here. So I'll have my cold side and then the hot side, and then basically this will just go up. I have some piping right now, but we'll obviously have to make some probably going into the turbo as a charge pipe, and then just have the intake hooked up to like the MAF over here, just into just a cone air filter or like a mushroom filter there. You know, that's what I'm thinking right now for intercooler setup. So as you can see, it goes in there. All the piping will go into here. And there's also another hole here on the side that we might be able to use also for piping for something. And yeah. And then the manifold will obviously be sitting like something like this with the turbo right there. I already checked for clearance, obviously everything fits. And yeah, be able to get this little elbow here onto the turbo and then attach the air filter to that. Make a heat shield or something custom, I don't know. It's all a learning experience. I'm still not 100% sure how to do all this. That's kind of the reason we're doing it, just to have fun and kind of learn how to do it. If it blows up, it blows up. It's all good. But it should be fun to put this together and, you know, make use out of this engine. So like I said, all I'm really trying to do is get a bit more pep out of the engine, just a little bit faster acceleration. I'm not looking to get crazy numbers, obviously. Just a little project to have fun with, you know, learn things, etc., stuff like that. So yeah, let me know if you have any suggestions, if you've done something similar to this, where I should kind of go, if you have any advice for like oil feed, drain, and then water feed and drain. I mostly have the oil figured out, like either from the oil pressure regulator, tee into that, or the oil filter sandwich plate, and then just drill into the lower end of the block or the oil pan for oil return. But I still got to look into how to do the water feed and drain, just because these stock turbos are oil and water cooled. But yeah, thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you're excited for this build. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any suggestions, if you've done anything similar like this. Let me know if I'm an idiot for doing this. Just want to have fun with this engine. I got this turbo kit for next to nothing, so might as well put it on, right? And yeah, so stay tuned for the start of this build. Look at how crusty this exhaust manifold gasket is. It's so brittle. So one of the reasons I'm also kind of doing this turbo kit is, like I mentioned in previous videos, this car has a bad exhaust leak, I think at the manifold and a few places in the exhaust, so might as well boost it and then make sure everything's put together right this time, and then get more potential out of this engine. So yeah.